winner is Bill O'Herlihy.
Bill O'Herlihy is one of RT's best-known and longest-serving TV hosts.
Largely, rescue can be divided into two categories. Miss Jane Mansfield, in church today you were called a goddess of lust.
I knew nothing about it.
He's covered both light and serious.
Once a person has been beaten up, do you then drop the dish?
Still keep after them.
Well, he went down.
Human interest and sports.
Fantastic! I said it to start. Ciao, Roma.
My ma loves you, do you know that?
Is that right?
She loves you. When you come on, she goes, "Holy doke, man, is on."
Through almost 50 years in television, Bill has also been embroiled in controversy.
No, does he stay with Messi? Yeah. Or does he go and close down? But John's argument is that he stays with Messi all the time. Messi all the time. The Twin Towers might have become the Wembley Arch.
But despite rumours of retirement, Bill O'Herlihy isn't anywhere near his TV endgame.
No public inquiry into the sinking of Seafloor. Mr. Childers, the minister responsible for marine matters, told the Dáil such an inquiry was not necessary.
This is an ITN news flash from the Olympic Village in Munich, where early this morning armed Palestinian guerrillas raided the sleeping quarters of the Israeli team. The gunmen shot dead 2 Israelis and are now holding 20 athletes and 6 officials as hostages.
The most substantial thing I did in the first years in sport would have been the Munich Olympics.
For his wit and coolness under pressure, his slick handling of a sometimes over-boisterous television panel, and for playing a blinder in the studio. For the Network 2 coverage of the World Cup, this final award goes to presenter and anchorman Bill O'Herlihy.
Bill was RTE's first regional broadcaster based in Cork. 1972 saw his arrival to RTE's sports department. Since then, he's hosted coverage of major sporting events, including the European Football Championships, the Olympic Games, and who will ever forget it, Italia 90.
If you look back at it, that Newsbeat was probably the best of all the magazine programmes. I wasn't an actor for a start. I was a straightforward journalist, and I found myself in extraordinary situations in a way, you know, with really oddball characters, and you'd have to interpret the line in the story.
We'll put them under pressure.
Ireland's first penalty. Yes.
Aggressive, winning the ball, getting on with
yes.
When Ireland qualified for its first World Cup in 1990, the panel with Eamon and John really did have something to cheer about.
Ah, yes.
It's absolutely fantastic. Proud of Crunch Italy.
And that was an extraordinary time in Ireland. I mean, it was an amazing time. We were as a people, we were so proud to be there. It meant so much to so many different people.
Ciao, Roma. Buongiorno, Roma. What do you think, lads? Magic.
We think it was fantastic. No, we think you're being silly.
You know, let me tell you for a start, before we join a panel for discussion, that Alf has been deferred and Home Away has been deferred.
Hold on a minute. Throw in his hand.
Political conspiracy. Henri should be banned.
No, quite right.
But I'm going to say yes.
Rubbish. That's rubbish.
He's a disgrace to the game.
That's putting it too strong.
That's why. Hold on a minute.
But it's not only the studio lights to get the pundits hot and bothered.
It's a very strong viewpoint, isn't it?
Well, I don't think John's a million miles away from me.
No, I would have to say, Bill, I found his performance against Arsenal last.
When I met John for the first time, I was very intimidated. And I would think that he is the best football analyst on any channel by a distance.
Italy are out, Spain are out.
Eamon is the best person you can have on a panel because Eamon has apart from his knowledge of football, he also has an interest in the philosophy of sport.
I've said this in this studio before. What you want is a dictatorship and lots of poverty. And it's true. That's where the great players come from. I mean, none of us grew up, you know, where you live.
Often copied, but never equal.
Okie dokie doke, okie doke doke, okie dokie doke, okie dokie doke, okie doke doke. All right, we leave it there. So I think it's fair to say, all right.
Well, I think Après Match are wonderful. I sometimes say to the lads, though, I don't talk like that, do I? And they say, yeah, you do.
I'm just trying to work out why we're so popular. The ratings are through the roof. Huh?
Well, the reason... No. See, some of us are irresistible.
I'd say I'm the most popular, though, wouldn't you?
Eamon's got really nice teeth there. I remember seeing him once when he smiled.
I've got nice teeth. I do. Look, I'm going to show them to you. Ta-da!
I would be much more insulted if I was not included in APRA match, that I get a great kick out of it.
It's Goldie. At least I didn't forget me tie.
I didn't. I forgot.